But I know there are people in our community who feel that these charges fall short of achieving justice. So a few reminders. The case is far from over. The FBI is still conducting its own investigation, which the Department of Justice will review to determine whether there were any violation of federal laws, including civil rights violations. Also, LMPD is conducting a professional standards unit investigation to determine if any policies and procedures were violated by officers involved in the case. The Chief of Police will use that report to determine if any officers need further training or discipline. But it's clear that there are policies and procedures that must be changed because Breonna Taylor still should be alive. We have made numerous changes already, signing Breonna's law and the reforms included in our landmark settlement with Breonna's family. And when the top-to-bottom review of LMPD and the Sentinel event review of this case is complete, I'm sure that we'll make more changes because we must do everything we can to make sure tragedies like this never happen again. And police reform is just one aspect of the work that we need to do, because justice for Breonna Taylor must be about more than the decision that was announced earlier today by the Attorney General. Justice for Breonna also means a commitment to eliminating systemic and structural racism in our city and our country, to closing the unconscionable wealth gap in education, health, and opportunity that race so often represents. And I can tell you, just as I have been working on this, you have my solemn oath that I'm committed to continuing this work. Obviously a big day for our city and the nation. Just want to remind everybody, our country has been here before, some 50 plus years ago. There have been protests before. There have been cries for racial justice before, because racism has haunted our nation since its founding days. Unless all of us commit to ending racism, we will be here again. But our history is not our destiny. And while we have much work to do, this is also a time, I believe, of great hope for our city and our country. I'm convinced that this movement that's shaking our city and our country will lead to a better tomorrow, and that's the work ahead of us. Let's seize this opportunity. I understand it's not easy for everybody to do this, but when we're able to look back on this day and on this time in our history, we need to be able to say we responded to this call for more equity, to finally work on ending structural systemic racism in our country. It's our opportunity to seize that now. We have our full commitment here in the city of Louisville to do that. Thank you.